Hey coaches, in today's video I'm going to go over if you are going to have a quick game scheme, why it should only be one. Hey coaches, Coach McKie here and welcome to my channel. If this is the first time visiting my channel, then please hit that subscribe button because we talk about everything that has to do with spread offense. RPOs, passing schemes, running schemes, blocking, tempo. If it deals with the spread offense, we talk about it here on this channel. So again, hit that subscribe button if that interests you. Now last week I did a video on why I think you need to get rid of the quick game. And if you haven't seen it, there should be something popping up either here or here that you can watch it and come on back. And a lot of y'all said, listen, that was a great idea, but I need my quick game. I need my slants. I need my fade out. I need my Y corner. I need my Y stick. Coach McKie, you're flipping nuts. And that got me thinking. I was like, okay, if a lot of coaches push back, maybe they're onto something. What if I just simplified the quick game though to just one concept? And the more I started thinking about it, the more I really liked it because you can do just one concept and tag different things off of it. And so I'm going to go over the 3 ways I would use the Y stick concept as my one quick game and how I could use that to fit into my offense, let my players play fast, and really dominate the defense. The first way I would use the stick concept is I would teach it to both my Y and my F slot. Usually the Y stick concept is used for just the Y wide receiver in the air raid, but I think if you're just going to have one concept, you need to teach it to both slots. So then if you're in 2x2, you can run stick to the right or you can run stick to the left, and the defense really doesn't know which way. If you only did it through one wide receiver, the defense could key on that and that would be a problem. Now I'm going to go over right now how I would run the stick concept out of 2x2 to both wide receivers and what I would modify just a little bit out of the 3x1 to really take advantage of whatever the defense gives us. First, I'm going to run 2x2 stick. We're going to run it to the right and then to the left, but backside, regardless of which direction we're running it, they have the same rules and they have the same concept. And I took this from Coach Patrick Taylor, who you can watch his clinic videos. A card should be popping up in the top. Watch it. It's talking about the grass read. And essentially backside is if you have leverage or if you have grass, you take grass. So in this concept right here, these guys have grass. They would run a hitch, a 3-yard hitch. And the quarterback knows, regardless of what we got front side, if we have passes backside, we're going to catch, turn, and throw the ball. Really simple. Always have it. Always use it. Take free yards when they give it to you. If the defense comes up and they're pressed man, then our kids know, okay, we're going to have to run slants. And we would run a 3-step slant, both of them. And then the quarterback knows if it's man-to-man, this is my man-to-man beater right now. I'm going to go this way, 1 to 2. We keep it simple and so we can rep it every day if we're dealing with just one concept. And the kids don't get confused and we have answers for regardless of what the defense does. Front side now is where we're going to run our stick concept. Outside receiver, you are running a mandatory outside release. It doesn't matter where that corner is. You will always release outside of him. The reason being is we want that corner to turn his hips, run with the vertical, so we have all this grass right here to run our stick concept. The Y, you are running the stick. You're running 4 yards, turning around and just sitting there showing hands. The reason why I like that is, and not because for him to just move out, I want to make this guy make a decision. Is he going to stay or is he going to go with this shoot route for the back? If you kind of drift and you bring the backer with you and he can make a play, I'm not a big fan of that. You can change it if you want to. I like to shoot as well. The reason being is that if when the running back is running, he's got his back to the defense, he catches it, he can get upfield. Also, if the quarterback throws it and he gets hit, he's protecting the ball. He's got his back to the defense, so it goes ball, back, defender. It kind of goes back to my basketball coaching days where you always want to put your body between the ball and the defender. I know I'm weird. We've tried the front side, but I've had a couple of times where they throw it out in front and the defense just picks the ball off and go. Didn't like it. I'm not going to do it. You can do whatever you want. That is your right. Quarterback, your read is, do I have anything pre-snap backside? Yes, take it. If it's free, give me 3. That's what I try to tell our quarterback. If not, then you're keying the guy head up to slightly inside of the Y receiver, or in this case, whoever is being tagged to run the stick route. And our saying is, if he stays inside, I go out. If he goes outside, I'll throw in. That's simple. And we rep it every single day. We're going to be running the stick concept to the F side. That tells the backside they have their key. They have their concept. And what is that? If you got off coverage, you're running the hitches right there. Quarterback, do you have it backside? Yes. Catch, turn, and throw the ball. Or if you have press man, then you would turn it into slants and quarterback knows it's in man. I'm going 1 to 2. Remember, we teach the same backside concept on stick so that we don't have to teach anything new. Our kids won't get confused. They can go fast. They can have fun. Front side, we're doing the same thing we did last time. L is running the outside release. He is always releasing outside. It doesn't matter if this corner is on the sideline taking a sip of water. He's going to go outside of the field and around him because he is always releasing outside to clear up grass here. The F is running the stick route, so he is running 4 yards, turning around, showing hands, settle up a noose. Make this guy right here make a decision on whether he is taking the stick or he is taking the shoot route by the tailback. Quarterback, what's your thinking? If he stays in, I go out. If he goes out, I go in. That's how we would run the stick concept, both sides at a 2x2. How we would run the stick concept at a 3x1 is we would change it just a little bit, and both the F and the Y would run the stick concept. Nothing else would change. Backside, you know the stick is this way. So backside, you either have your hitch or your slant. Quarterback knows that if he has it backside, he can take it backside. Always take the free yards. Front side, the R knows that he's a mandatory outside release. Doesn't matter where that corner is lined up, he is always releasing outside of him. And then the inside two guys would run their stick route. Both of them. He would run his 4 yards and sit. The F would run 4 yards and sit. And the quarterback would know, I'm playing the game off of him. If he goes in, I throw out. If he goes out, I throw in. And we would, for the tailback, we would just pass protect, and that would set up the slow tailback screen later on that I'm going to go over. The second thing I would do to get all I can out of the quick game concept was I would have tags. So I'm going to go over 3 tags that we would use in our Y stick or F stick concept to really mess with the defense. The first tag would be out of our 3x1 set, and we've been seeing a lot of this. Manning up outside, playing some kind of read coverage between these two, and then the safety backside rolling or staying toward the middle of the field. And this is our tag that I would run if we were going to be running just one quick game concept. I would post the R. And the reason why I would do that is a lot of teams, unless you're in college, and if you're in college, why the hell are you watching these videos? But high school teams, they would play this guy so far off because they're like, okay, the quarterback's not going to throw it out here. The quarterback never throws it hardly to the outside wide receiver. We can just have him play half-ass. We know that's not going to happen. We're more worried about these two guys, and our safety in the middle of the field will rob these two. That's fine. And you're right. Most high school kids can't just sling the ball out here Baylor style to get it to them. But what we can do is we could post the route so that he's coming back into an easier throw for the quarterback, and he can make that throw right there. So all the quarterback would do is we would tag it with something, stick or post. You can come up with any type of signal that you want. But when the quarterback hears that tag, he knows this is dead right here. This is my shot. I'm just going to throw it. Either our guy gets it or he doesn't. So the quarterback would take the ball. He would stare down one of these two hitches just to get them to drive on the hitch, and then he would throw it right behind him for the 6. So that's the first tag we would put in if we were only running one concept. The second tag I would use if we were only using one concept would be the stick it up concept, and that would be toward the stick side. In this example, I would be having the stick sides running to the left. Backside, they still have their same thing concept, either the hitches or the slants. Front side, you would be running your stick concept, but I would run the sticking up with this guy right here running the stick and then the up. The reason why I would run it is if we are getting a lot of too high, but those safeties are starting to creep down a little bit and it looks like it's going man or something like this. This is a good counter to what the defense is doing, so nothing changes for anybody but the guy running the stick concept. The L has the outside mandatory release. The tailback is running his shoot route. The F now, who would be running the stick concept, will take 3 steps, give a little stutter step right there like he's coming back for it, and then shoot right for the hash. And the quarterback, again, this is a shot play. All he would do was just catch turn, pump fake to the stick, reset his feet, then just throw it out there. Either we are getting it or it's an incompletion. We could do the same thing at a 3x1. This time we will tag the Y on the sticking up. Nothing changes for anybody else if we tag it, only for the Y, and he would do 3 steps, steps, stutter step, and then go up the hash. And again, the quarterback just catch turn, pump fake, reset, and throw it. Hopefully us putting our eyes right here would cause this safety to drive, and this is our shot play. And this is the second tag I would use if we were only using one quick game concept. The last tag I would use if we were only using one quick game concept would be the switch tag. And we would use the switch tag as a way to get into the Y corner play that I know a lot of y'all like. But with the little switch, what it would be is it would turn into the slot fade type route, but nothing would change for the quarterback. So what we would do is backside, we still have the same concept. I'm not going over that because I'm beating a dead horse. If the quarterback has it, he throws it. If not, he comes front side. And front side is where we would switch it up a little bit. The Y now would run the outside release vertical. That's the fade part. The R would now run the stick route, and it's essentially the snag route, and the tailback would still have his flat hair or his shoot route. And what the quarterback would do is unless you were told, hey, think Y, which just tells him to catch turn and just throw the fade, the quarterback would be looking at this backer right here. If he stays in, I throw out. If he goes out, I'll throw in. This little tag would turn the stick concept into the Y cross or the snag concept. It's a way for us to cheat the system, but keep it the same for the quarterback. And that's the last tag I would use if we were to use one quick game concept. The third thing I would do with our stick concept and our only one quick game concept video would be to combine it with the rest of our offense. So I'm fixing to go over how I would combine it with the pin and pull RPO, and down below you can find a link to the pin and pull RPO ebook that I put out. Covers how we block it, how we drill it, the quarterback's reads, any and everything we deal with the pin and pull you can find in that link below. So the stick with the pin and pull, I'm going to go over how we would run the stick concept with our slow running back screen so we can get a twofer right there and really mess with the defense. And then if you don't like the slow running back screen, I'm going to show you how you can run the stick concept with the tunnel screen backside. And all this is you're using one concept and you're marrying it with other concepts within your playbook, so it looks difficult to the defense, but really your kids know what to do. You're compartmentalizing everything and you're really screwing with the defense. The first concept we would add on to the quick game, which in our case is the stick route, would be our pin and pull. We would run our pin and pull with the stick concept. If you want to know how we would block the pin and pull RPO or different ways to run it or drills, you can find a link in the description below. pinandpullrpo.com. I have the ebook out. I go in depth in that, so you can check that out below. So right now I'm not going to go over the blocking scheme or what we do with this single receiver. I'm going to go what we would do right here. We would have the stick 4 yards and turn, 4 yards and turn. The quarterback would be reading this guy right here. If he stays or drifts over, the quarterback would just hand the ball off. Boom, we've got it. If this cat right here, our read key, flows over top the center, then he would be throwing the first stick. If color comes into that area, then he throws the second stick. This is a way for us to combine one run and the pass, the quick game pass, so that everybody is involved. And if you wanted to throw this off of this action, you would call the pin and pull and then just go think R. And the quarterback knows, okay, I'm throwing this out here, so I'm just going to ride, flip, and just throw it out there as just a throw, just to test the defense to see what's going on. So not only do you have the pin and pull, you have a stick out here for the gift, you have two sticks right here based on what he does, and you can tag it to throw it deep. So all that's going on with just one concept that we just practiced on top of one run. The second way we combine our stick concept with another play is our slow running back screen. And how we do that is we do it at a 3x1 because it kind of combines what we do normally with stick. Because you know, normally the tailback is just blocking right here. Well, now he's going to act like he's blocking, then slip out. And this is how we do it. So we've got our normal stick front side, and backside, instead of running the slant or the hitch, we are actually running a push crack because this is who we want to block right here. Our tackles now, they're jumping inside and then pass setting because they want these outside guys to run up the field. That's their job, is they can get beat, but beat on the outside. They do not want them to come inside because then we're screwed if they do that. So if they want to get beat, they want to influence the guy to go around them, speed rush around. And then what happens with guards and centers is if we're running our slow screen to the left, we're pass setting for a count, and then we have responsibilities. So we're going to the left. That means the left guard is responsible for the sidewalk. The sidewalk for us is the numbers to the hash. I mean, numbers to the sideline. So he would be responsible for any color that's in that area. Right now, it would be the corner. That's who he's responsible for. Our center is pass setting, and then he is responsible for the alley. That's from the hash in. So he is looking to seal this gap right inside. Our guard is sealing outside. The backside guard then is doing our rat kill. So he's pass setting, he's coming, and I know this looks funky, but he's looking for the kill shot. His goal is to see if these guys are well coached, they'll run up the field, they'll be like, oh crap, we know what's happening. They'll turn around and try to chase the screen back, and he is the kill. We want that. We tell our guy, hey, listen, this is a highlight reel. We want to put this on your college tape because everyone's going to look at it and be like, oh, damn, that's nasty. That's what we want. Now for the quarterback, this is all he's doing. He's seeing, can he bang it into this first stick route, the very first. So if this guy's out, if he goes outside, boom, we're banging it right now. If he's too close, there's color in this grass area, then he's pump faking, and then he's drifting back to the left for the tailback, who is now trying to find the alley. He's just trying to find some area that he can get eyes on eyes so the quarterback can dump the ball off. And when the quarterback dumps it off, then there is the alley right here. And remember, teach him hash, numbers, sideline. The last play we can combine our stick concept with to get the most bang for our buck, since we're only running one concept, is our tunnel screen. And what we would do is we would tag the tunnel screen to the backside of stick. So front side, we've got stick. Backside, our tunnel screen is going to the outside receiver. This is a way to get our outside receivers into the play so they're not just sitting there moping the whole time, because you know that's how high school kids are. Now, we've got backside. This is what we do. We would push and then crack the corner, whichever way he's at. If he's deep, then he can push it a little bit deeper and then crack him. If he's up in his face, you take one step and crack him, but our slot is responsible for this corner. Everybody else on the line, they are going 2-step vertical steps back. I know that may not be the right way to do it. That's just how we teach it. If you teach it better on the tunnel screen, that's fine. You go ahead and you do you, man. But this is what we do. 2 vertical sets. Since we're running the tunnel screen to the left, then this is our responsibility. Left tackle, you're responsible for the sidewalk. Left guard, you're responsible for the alley. Then center, you are leading the way. And then everybody else, you were just trying to pick somebody off. It doesn't really matter. Just get in the way and just don't let your guy make the tackle. That's it. So that's backside. And then front side, this is the quarterback's thinking. Quarterback's thinking is he flying outside? Yes, catch, turn, and throw it. Is he sitting there on the stick route? Yes, pump fake, and then you were drifting back to the left, and the L-Rod receiver is just taking one step and then coming straight down the line of scrimmage. So the quarterback's pumping to the stick because he can't throw it, then he's backing up, dumping it off to the L, and then you have to, the coaching point is, once you catch it, get upfield immediately. Get behind the big guys and score. There you go, coaches. Those are the 3 ways I would utilize only one quick game scheme, and how I would seem difficult to the defense or more complex to the defense, but really we're just compartmentalizing everything, and it's really simple for the offense. If y'all do anything different, please leave a comment below. I love to hear from you. Spring ball's gearing up. I want to know what you are going to be doing for the spring and for the upcoming year. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up, share it with a fellow coach so we can get the talking going on, and so we can learn from each other. And before you go, check the description. Got a Pin and Pull RPO book out. It's pinandpullrpo.com. If you want to know anything and everything about the pin and pull, how we run it, then it's right down below. And until next video, coaches, let's continue to master the spread, score points, and have fun.